As Rumi continues his journey under Shmiz's guidance, his life begins to change more deeply than ever before. He feels both light and pain, joy and sorrow. Everything he believed is starting to break apart. His identity, his beliefs, even his role in the world, nothing is certain anymore. But in this breakdown, something new begins to grow. Rumi is learning that love is not just a feeling, it is a complete surrender, a dissolving of the ego. Meanwhile, in the modern world, Ella finds herself standing on the edge of a big decision. The words of Aziz, the author of Sweet Blasphemy, have opened a door inside her heart. She now sees a life that could be lived differently, but to walk through that door means leaving behind the safety and certainty of her current life. It is not an easy choice. These next 10 rules guide both Rumi and Ella deeper into the mystery of love. They speak of loss, courage, change, and awakening. Love, they learn, is not something we control. It is something we surrender to, and through that surrender, we are transformed. Rule number 21. True love transcends duality. We were all created in His image, and yet we were each created different and unique. No two people are alike. Shams teaches Rumi that true love honors differences. People are not meant to be the same. God created each of us with our own soul, our own way of thinking, our own rhythm. When we try to force others to be like us, we are not loving them, we are controlling them. Shams reminds Rumi that real love makes room for difference. It accepts, respects, and celebrates uniqueness. Rumi sees this clearly when his followers begin to turn against Shams. They don't like how different he is. They want their teacher to remain the same, calm, scholarly, respectable. But Shams is wild, free, and rebellious. Yet it is through Shmiz's difference that Rumi begins to awaken. He realizes that love does not come in neat boxes, it breaks the boxes open. Ella, too, starts to notice this in her own marriage. She and her husband, David, follow a script of what marriage should look like. But in that script, there is no space for real emotions or personal truth. With Aziz, she feels something else, a connection that accepts her as she is. She wonders, could love be more than just rules and roles? Rule number 22. Be empty so love can fill you. When a true lover of God goes into a tavern, the tavern becomes his prayer room. This rule teaches that what matters is not the place, but the heart. Rumi has spent many years in mosques and libraries studying religion, but Shams shows him something new. Even a tavern can be holy if entered with a pure heart, and even a place of worship can feel empty if the heart is closed. Love changes how we see the world. Shams invites Rumi to let go of outer appearances and focus on the inner truth. If you want to experience divine love, you must empty yourself of pride, fear, and judgment. Only then can love fill the space within. Love cannot live in a heart already full of ego or control. Ella realizes this in a very personal way. Her life has looked good from the outside, a stable family, a nice house, a responsible lifestyle, but inside, she feels empty. As she reads Aziz's words, her heart stirs. Perhaps the answer isn't to do more or achieve more, but to let go, to make space inside her for something real to grow. Rule number 23. Stay humble in love. The human being is a work in progress, and yet he mistakenly assumes that he is complete. This rule reminds us that love is always a journey. It is never finished. Rumi is learning more every day, but Shams warns him, the moment you think you know everything, you stop growing. Real love keeps us humble. It shows us how much more there is to discover about the world, about others, and about ourselves. Rumi's spiritual path is full of changes, and with every step, he becomes a little humbler. He realizes that true wisdom is not about having all the answers, it's about asking better questions. It's about listening, learning, and opening your heart again and again. Ella thought she had life figured out. She followed the rules, stayed loyal, and made the right choices. But now, everything she thought was solid feels shaky. She sees that she had only scratched the surface of love. There's a whole ocean beneath and she's only just beginning to swim. Rule number 24. Let go of fear, let love lead. God is busy with the completion of your work, both outwardly and inwardly. This rule is about trust. Rumi feels scared. His life is changing fast this position, his family, his reputation are all at risk, but Shams tells him, "Don't worry, love is shaping you. You are being molded by a higher hand. Trust the process, even when it's painful." Love is like a sculptor. It chips away at everything that is not real. It breaks the stone so the beauty inside can be revealed. But that breaking process is hard. It hurts, and yet it is necessary. Without it, we stay hidden in fear, never truly alive. Ella has always been careful. She made safe choices, avoided risks, but now she feels pulled towards something bigger than her fears. She wonders what would happen if she let go of control and let love lead the way. Could it be that what she fears most is exactly what she needs? Rule number 25. Don't worship the path, follow the destination. Hell is in the here and now, so is heaven. This rule teaches that heaven and hell are not faraway places, they are states of being. Shams tells Rumi, "Whenever you love, you rise, you become lighter, freer, more alive. That is heaven. But when you fall into hate or fear, you burn inside. That is hell." Rumi begins to see that his spiritual path is not about rules or rituals, it's about presence. When he is truly present in love, he touches the divine. When he judges others or clings to the past, he feels lost. Heaven and hell are not about location, they are about the heart. Ella feels this too. In the quiet moments of reading Aziz's letters, she feels something peaceful, something good. But in the cold silences with David, in the routines that drain her, she feels trapped. Her body is in the same place, but her soul is in two very different worlds. Rule number 25. Don't worship the path, follow the destination. Hell is in the here and now, so is heaven. This rule teaches that heaven and hell are not faraway places, they are states of being. Shams tells Rumi, "Whenever you love, you rise, you become lighter, freer, more alive. That is heaven. But when you fall into hate or fear, you burn inside. That is hell." Rumi begins to see that his spiritual path is not about rules or rituals, it's about presence. When he is truly present in love, he touches the divine. When he judges others or clings to the past, he feels lost. Heaven and hell are not about location, they are about the heart. Ella feels this too. In the quiet moments of reading Aziz's letters, she feels something peaceful, something good. But in the cold silences with David, in the routines that drain her, she feels trapped. Her body is in the same place, but her soul is in two very different worlds. Rule number 26. Love cannot be possessed. The universe is one being. Everything and everyone is interconnected. This rule is about connection and responsibility. Shams reminds Rumi that everything we say and do matters. Words do not disappear, they echo through the universe. Gossip, judgment, and cruelty poison love. Compassion and truth nourish it. Rumi's followers speak badly about Shams. Their words create division and pain. But Shams teaches that love cannot live in a place full of cruelty. Real love requires honesty and kindness. It cannot be possessed or controlled. It flows freely, like wind or water. Ella thinks about her own marriage. Over the years, words became weapons. Criticism, sarcasm, silence, they all left wounds. Now, she sees the power of language. The way Aziz writes touches her heart. His words heal, not hurt. She starts to wonder what kind of love is built on silence and what kind is built on truth. Rule number 27. Love is an ever-flowing river. The past is an interpretation, the future is an illusion. Time is not as simple as we think. Shams tells Rumi that love lives in the present moment. If we live in the past, we drown in regret. If we live in the future, we are full of anxiety. But love flows only in the now. That is where eternity begins. Rumi has many memories, some painful, some joyful. But Shams encourages him to let go of what was and embrace what is. Love requires presence, it needs attention. You cannot hold love while holding tightly to yesterday or worrying about tomorrow. Ella feels this deeply. She has spent so much time looking back, wondering what she did wrong, what she could have done differently, but now she wants to be fully present. With Aziz's words in front of her, and her heart open, she sees that love only exists in the now. If she keeps waiting for the perfect moment, she might miss it altogether. Rule number 28. Love is a fire that consumes the ego. Destiny doesn't mean that your life has been strictly predetermined. Shams tells Rumi that love is not passive. It is not about waiting for fate, it is about choosing. Love burns away the ego, but only if we allow it. If we hide behind excuses or wait for a sign, we miss the fire of transformation. Rumi must choose. Will he protect his image and status, or will he follow the burning path of love? It is not easy. Love will cost him everything, his comfort, his role, his certainty. But it will also give him something greater, freedom. Ella stands at the same kind of crossroad. She has felt the fire inside her. The question is, will she act on it? Will she let love reshape her life, or will she stay in the safety of the known? This is the moment where destiny becomes choice. Rule number 29. See with the eyes of love. The way to a man's heart can be through what you cook for him, but there is also a direct way. This rule teaches us to see beyond surface actions. Shams tells Rumi that purity is not about rituals or rules, it's about the heart. If your heart is clean, your life becomes clean. But if your heart is full of judgment or pride, nothing you do on the outside will matter. Rumi starts to see people differently. He no longer looks at what they wear or how they pray. He looks at their hearts. Are they loving? Are they kind? Are they seeking truth? This changes everything. It opens his heart even more. Ella reflects on her own role as a wife. She has tried to be good by cooking, cleaning, doing what's expected. But she realizes now that real love is not about duty, it's about connection. It's about being seen and accepted as you are. That is what she longs for. Rule number 30. Love knows no boundaries. Most of the problems of the world stem from linguistic mistakes and simple misunderstandings. This final rule in this part of the journey reminds us, love will break all limits. It will destroy your old self and give you a new one. But it will not be easy. Shams tells Rumi, if you enter the path of love, be ready for your world to change. Rumi has already begun to transform. He is not the man he used to be. He is softer, deeper, braver. But the transformation is not yet complete. The old Rumi is fading. A new Rumi is being born, one who lives fully from the heart. Ella now sees the same in herself. She has crossed a point of no return. She cannot unlearn what she has learned. She cannot go back to sleep. Her life is changing, and though she is afraid, she also feels more alive than ever. These 10 rules bring both Rumi and Ella to a sacred threshold. The path behind them has crumbled. The path ahead is unknown. But one thing is clear, they are no longer who they once were. They are being transformed by love. The remaining 10 rules will take them deeper still. They will speak of loss, union, and the ultimate surrender. The journey is not over, it is just reaching its heart. The question is, are you ready to walk the rest of the way? If this journey touched something inside you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Whirling Dervishes, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode in the series. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let us know which rule spoke to you the most. Let's keep walking this path of transformation together.